Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I'm here to do a flip through of one of my recent journals. This is a custom order that I've created for one of my amazing customers that I have on Etsy, and I would just like to say thank you so much to all of my Etsy customers who have just supported me in my work over the years. I'm truly grateful and blessed to be able to do what I love to do, and I just wanted to stop and say thank you. So this book was created for a customer who requested a couple of things, obviously Marie Antoinette, and then also some other things I'll go over. This book measures 5 by 7, and it has maybe a 6. It's pretty chunky. So I used very sturdy book board for the covers and a lot of different trims and things. As you can see, I have some beautiful matte gold die cutting here, and then I also have some German Dresden foil trim on the top and the bottom. She also has a crown that is a Dresden German foil trim also, and it's heavily embossed. You can't see on camera, but up close you can see a lot of detail on the crown. I also used some petite rhinestone, this big beautiful rhinestone jewelry piece on the bottom. I made a fun little tassel, ribbons, roses. I kept it simple on the cover because the inside's pretty elaborate. So I have this super fun loop trim. I used iridescent ruffle trim on the edges here for extra sparkle. Oops, sorry about that. And so this customer wanted a paper doll book. So in the first pocket here, I've utilized this space to just put as many different ribbons and trims and things to play with from my studio. And I'll go over that in a little bit. Also, too, she told me that she loves bird cages, so I went ahead and added some fun bird cages throughout this book. And you can see this is a vintage image. And what I love about this is there's little eggs in the cage. So I also have this beautiful rose. You can see the shine there. Beautiful rose cardstock. And then flipping over, I have a lot of images of Marie Antoinette. This one's just really super fun. And it flips up so you can add photos to that and to here. Oops. And then this, so that comes down, and then this also flips up. And I just thought it would be fun to maybe put a photo there. So a little secret tuck spot, and those all flip over. On this side, I've attached this pretty fan and some journaling cards, and also more space for photos, and those tuck behind there. And then on this side, oops, and you can see I used binder rings for the binding so that you can easily maneuver and get through this book easily. So yeah, so here's another little pocket holding some images, just pretty feminine images. I love this vintage shoe. And then here I've used a beautiful, this might even be Marie Antoinette, didn't say, but it's a beautiful French label. And I've added gold around these, and I also have gold around the fan here as well. It's just fun. And then on the cover, you can see the gold. Oops. You can see the gold up there too as well. So it's just extra sparkle and fun. And then this holds a card, a fun print from my studio, or not from my studio. I don't remember where this one is from, but I have a lot of Marie Antoinette images. So yeah, so that goes in there. There's room for more in there, but what I love is on the edge here, I have these really fun little royal chairs. I don't know if you can see. It's enamel, and there's a little crown on it. It's just really fun. So I have that attached with some gold thread there, and it's just hanging, so it's just a fun little detail. And then on this side, another fun image, a little cupcake, some embossing, some rhinestones there. I'm not sure if the camera's picking those up, and just some more journaling cards. And those can go in this little pocket. Here I've got this fun banner, and this is like just an attachment. It would be fun to put a picture on there, or maybe journal a little quote, something along the lines. I have embossed papers, another fun little pocket holding some more images. This is a cool little carriage, a rose, another pretty Marie Antoinette, and those just go in there like so. Of course, this could hold more things, pictures, little notes, and then I have just some more embellishing here. Another beautiful, just like beautiful wallpaper here would be lovely to put photos on there. I added a couple of little tags, again for photos, maybe some little, if you have a little pet, I always think a little pet behind a pet picture. I'm an animal lover, so I have a lot of pet pictures, or maybe desserts. You could tuck in here pictures of desserts. A plain page here for journaling, and then this customer mentioned that she loves bird cages, and so I do have a few bird cage dies, so I can cut these out, and these just sort of hang here. I like that they're empty. So yeah, so I just added some of those for fun. Moving right along, we have probably my favorite part of the book, and I've done this before, but let me show you this side first. So you have a flip here, and it's really just a beautiful piece of scrapbooking paper that I've cut. I've added a pretty bow to the corner, but this can be journaled on, or pictures, whatever you may like to do there. And then this beautiful golden paper here, you could put a photo there, it would be really pretty. And it's just a nice big pocket, so you can add pictures behind here, notes, ephemera, cocktail napkins from parties, that sort of thing. This will hold a lot of memorabilia, this book. And then you can also journal on here, or add pictures. You can do collage of your own. Yeah, so that's fun. And then on this side, I just wanted to have some fun with Marie Antoinette's image. And I've done this before in the past in some of my work, but I've just attached a movable fan using some beautiful gold die cuts. Sometimes I use German frames, but I had this beautiful die cut here, and it's golden. Of course, the fan reveals this lovely image of Marie Antoinette, and it's just a movable fan. And it's just fun to add stuff like this to my books. So I thought this paper really needed something fun to go on it. It's so beautiful. And you can see these 2 pages up close, how pretty they are. So yeah, so just something fun. Keep this book interesting. And then moving right along, I do have a good amount of journaling pages in here. And this is really pretty ivory or cream colored cardstock that will be perfect for any felt tip pen, pencil. You can sketch on here, any type of marker, gel pen, all of these things, even calligraphy you can do on these pages. So I wanted to make sure that I had a good amount of journaling space on here. And so on the other side of this fun fan page, I have this really cool, beautiful cake, and it's been decorated with rhinestones, super sparkly. I don't think it really shows up on camera. And then I made a fun little notepad with my some pink computer paper. This needs to be embellished, but you can see another beautiful vintage or antique image of Marie Antoinette there. And that just gets tucked behind there. I have these fun perfume bottles that I've added. So yeah, so there's the journal and this pretty aqua colored paper and another perfume bottle there. And then we're back to more pages of this beautiful book. So I've used some embossing paper here to make this little pocket, and I've added some perfume labels for journaling and pictures. More ruffle trim. I use these pretty little bows throughout this book. Super fun. And they all have little rhinestones in them. And then here I went ahead and used more of my dies that I have in my stash. Oops. I have this fun little hanger and that just gets tucked in there. Some beautiful gold dress forms, and these can be embellished. This is an interactive book. It's actually a paper doll book, and I'm getting to the paper dolls. They're in the back, but that sort of explains why I have these pockets stuffed with all these ribbons and trims and goodies, which I'll go over in a little bit. Oh, and I forgot to mention there's a pretty I've been making a lot of charms and things for my book, so this has one there. I sometimes forget them because they get tucked back, but that's there as well. But anyway, and you can see we're about halfway through this book. Yeah, so anyway, so these dress forms can be embellished. I added this fun little hanger just because I had it on my desk and it's so cute. I do have another Dresden foil trim here. And then on this side, I do have another dress form, and then this is for a photo that you can add. And then on the bottom, I have this little charm of a crown, and it has pearls around it. Super sweet. It's little in gold, and it just hangs from the bottom of the picture frame there. So I added that for fun. And then the other side of this beautiful foil paper, I have a big bird cage. And you can see again, I like to just attach them hanging, so you can add a picture here. Yeah, and this is pretty see-through. So whatever you put behind, you will be able to see it through this bird cage. So I just think that's fun and interactive. It has a pretty gold heart up here holding it in place. And over here is a little flip up and another little flip up. Again, for pictures or journaling, anything that you want to write. I left the paper nice and plain. This is very good quality cardstock paper, so it can hold a good amount of writing. And then I had some fun with my washi tapes and this pretty little shoe here. So that's that page. And then on this side, just more beautiful papers, some vintage shoe images. I just love these. I think they're so cool. And they get tucked in this little pocket. I kept this plain so you can use this as a label. And then over here, I made a little notepad just for more space to journal. Again, using some pink copy paper. And there is a little pocket on the inside of this one holding some labels and things. And so I just wanted to make sure that there was enough space to journal in here. And then I have this cool shoe embossing folder, which I just think is fun. I don't get to use it a lot, so I did go ahead and use that. And then on this side, this is a beautiful pocket, and inside the pocket is one of the paper dolls. And this is her here, and this skirt is ready to be decorated, and I did attach a brad so that she moves. It's just really fun and interactive, so I hope that you enjoy making clothes for her. And she just rests right here in this little pocket, and she's ready to party. I have this fun ribbon that I have in my stash, and then down here I have a little tassel and a little bow charm hanging just for fun. Yeah, so that's the first paper doll. And then over here is just a pretty pocket using this flocked ribbon that I have. This really cool little hat box. Another French typography label, which can be journaled on. And then another little notepad in here to take notes, or you can even do little fabric swatches in here. You could go to Joann's or any fabric store and just buy like 1/8 of a yard. Sometimes I do that so that I have a little bit of the fabric to play with. And if it's real expensive, you know, 1/8 of a yard is pretty affordable, and you can buy many. So this would be fun to hold little swatches in. And then again, another blank label up here. And this is sort of what I mean about the swatches. So this is just a sampling of some of the ribbons and things I have in my studio, but this is something that you can make for this book, just because it's super pretty. And it's a way to show off all the different ones that I have in a decorative way, and still be able to add something to the back of this tag. And this gorgeous paper, you can also even do a little journaling here, add some little fabric swatches to the edge here. There's all different things that you can do with this book. And then on this side is a pocket full of goodies, and these are all things from my studio, and I'll show them. I have this pretty I thought this would make a nice little skirt. There's some beautiful golden tulle, some pink trim. I have some lavender trim, some aqua lace that would go well with that tulle. I have some ivory ribbon and some golden trim there. And this book will include a bag of extras and goodies. So there will be more added to this book for the purchaser. And all of these too are tied. Oops. Oh, this one isn't, but you can see they're tied with more trim. Like this has this pretty lace. So all of that can be used as well. And this pocket is stretchy, It's elastic, so you can really stuff this pretty well. Yeah, so that's the pocket there, and I will show you. So the front pocket has this beautiful velvet, and it's white, it's ruffled. You have this beautiful pink ribbon, and you see these all have little ribbons and things that you can use. This one has a pretty rose, some beautiful lace. That's from my mom's studio. My favorite rose trim here, and some more lace with some seam binding. And these all get tucked again inside this pretty nice pocket here. And this can hold a few more things. This book would be fun to keep stored in a little shoebox. And inside the shoebox you could keep some of your fabrics and things. That way you have them with the book, and when you want to, have fun making clothes for the dolls, you have everything together. So that's just a little suggestion. So that's that pocket there. And then on the back here, just another beautiful page of this really well made. This is Anna Griffin cardstock. I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. I did add this beautiful envelope. I didn't put anything inside it because I didn't want to cover up all of this gorgeous imagery here, but obviously you could put all kinds of papers and things in there. So I do like to add an envelope to the back of these books. And also too, this is the back cover here. It's quick to get to. Now also for this book, as I was building it, it became sort of chunky. So I added some length to this, and that's why I had this little paper clip here. So you can just pull this forward, and I have attached a paper clip to any of the pages, really, wherever you're working, to keep the book back, and that just kind of holds everything in place. And then here I have another paper doll, and actually there I have 3. So these come with the book, and you can see she is ready to be decorated. They all stand straight, and so you can just have a lot of fun making clothing and just whatever, and any type of inspiration. You could make really big skirts, fluffy skirts. You could make little corsets for her. Yeah, so I have 3. So there's 4 paper dolls total, and they can be stored in this little pocket here. And I personally like this back pocket because you have the strength of and you can see this is very sturdy book board to hold the dolls in place. Or I had one here, and you can see this is just a little tuck spot here. And then I did attach a little swallow charm to the bottom here because the cages are empty. So there's the little bird there. And then these are some more bird cages that I attached to the back here. And yeah, so that's the end of the book here. You can see the last page of this beautiful golden rose. The paper dolls are just tucked quietly in there. This bird cage is attached, but this one is free to fly like that. So yeah, I just thought I would hang a few of those off the edge there. And then the end. The back has another beautiful French label. I kept it simple on the back because there's so much going on the inside of this book with all of the charms, the tassels, the little chair, the picture spots, and again, the binder rings just make this book very easy to work in. It lays more or less flat as you're building and doing different things throughout. So I really hope you enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this book. And again, just thank you so much to you and all of my Etsy customers. I'm just so grateful and blessed to be able to have fun and make these things for you. So have a really wonderful day, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.